How is it going today? Lord, let's get my name is Dwayne.
My name's Jazz.
We're Dwayne and Jazz. Today we have Young Dawn, the Sauce God. This girl was trouble. Animated story. Oh boy, this one was trouble too. If you guys have any reaction requests, please follow us on all our social medias. In the link is below. And don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, subscribe.
What's the whole name?
Girl and I turn back around, and then there's a brief pause, just a few seconds. But in that moment, I knew that she
Look how he puts a halo there, like I
she says, so that's who's moving in with you. So I'm like, babe, come on. She's not moving in with me. She's just gonna be living in the same house as me. It's a big house. But baby girl was not having it, man.
Probably some girl that's not his family is moving in. I would be happy either.
Yeah.
I can't blame her.
So this story takes place about 3 years ago,
Okay.
not too far in the past. Now, if you watch my last animation, you know for a period of time I was living with one of my homies named Quinn, where I was staying in his sister's room while she was away for college. This was before YouTube, back when I was still in school. So one day I was chilling out in the koozie with my girlfriend, and then in the distance I could hear a lot of commotion going on in the house. A little time passes, and then my homie Quinn walks out to the koozie to holler at me. So I'm like, yo, what's going on inside? And then Quinn was like, oh, didn't you know? Bianca's moving in today. So I'm like, oh no. That's right. Bianca. You see, a couple months back, Quinn's mom had told us that one of her friend's daughters was going to be staying with us for a few months. She was joining the military and needed a place to stay while she was waiting to go to boot camp. Now, when she told us, I didn't even think about it, right? I didn't ask questions. I was just like,
whatever.
Alright, like I didn't care. So fast forward back to that day, I had completely forgotten that she was even moving in. Anyway, Quinn goes back inside and I turn around to continue hanging out with my girlfriend. Some more time passes and then I hear Quinn's mom in the background say, hey Dawn, say hi to Bianca. So my girlfriend and I turn around and there she was. Now, I don't know why, but this whole time I thought Bianca was going to be like this 27-year-old unattractive woman, right? That was just what I had in the back of my head. And I think that's also why I wasn't curious at all about who she was or what she looked like. Well, that was not the case. I turned around and before me and my girlfriend stood this 20-year-old baddie, okay? How dare she? She starts to walk over and listen, I love my girl, okay? To this day, never loved a girl more in my life. But at the end of the day, I'm just an... So as she's walking over, I do the full sweep, okay?
You got a scouter. It's overnight!
This girl is. And look, it wasn't on purpose, okay? This is software that is built into every straight man's brain. Like, it only turns off for family members and children. It takes like 0.6 seconds. It was completely out of my hands. This girl had long, beautiful hair.
What are you looking at me?
No, I'm trying to see if it's correct. That's why I'm looking at it.
She was thick, boy. Thick.
She
comes over and introduces herself. Everyone shakes hands, and then she goes back inside. My girl and I turn back
now
around,
her face is different.
And then there's a brief pause, just a few seconds. But in that moment, I knew that she was not happy. She says, so that's who's moving in with you. So I'm like, babe, come on. She's not moving in with me. She's just gonna be living in the same house as me. It's not his house. So baby girl was not having it, man. Her what the meter was already at max.
You see her eyes?
Yeah.
But me being a good boyfriend, I was like, babe, it's not like we're gonna be roommates or anything. Look, I'm going to school full time, I work full time, and whenever I'm not doing either of those things, I'm with you. So don't worry about it. I won't even have time to talk to her, much less do anything that's gonna make you mad. And listen, I don't even think she's all that cute. You know what I'm saying? Plus, kinda on the chunky side, if you know what I'm saying. So, don't worry about it. You see that right there?
Don't worry.
That's called lying.
Right. I was like, yeah, I know that was lying.
When your girlfriend feels threatened by some other female, that's
you gotta make sense. Oh, she's not even all that. I already know.
Anything to make sure that she feels secure in herself and her beauty as a woman, and make sure she knows that nothing could ever threaten the bond that you have with her. But I knew I was lying. One, Bianca was definitely very attractive, and two, in 2010, a magnitude 7 earthquake struck the island of Haiti. It completely devastated the country, reducing thousands of buildings to rubble. It claimed the lives of over 230,000 people. And it only took 35 seconds. My point being, it doesn't take that much time to ruin everything. But I managed to put my girl at ease and we continue with our day. Now, I meant every single word that I told her about her not having anything to worry about. Because I'm a good guy. And at the time, I suffered from a chronic case of nice guy syndrome. I was determined not to pay this Bianca girl any attention. So I did just that. We were very short with each other in passing, and on top of that, she was also going to school and work full time. Sometimes days would go by and I wouldn't see her. She was like a ghost, which was perfect. Fast forward a month later, and my girl and I are having problems. By then, we had been together for a few years, and we had racked up our fair share of fights. This was also around the time that I took my first swing at YouTube. I was making computer programming tutorials, because that was my
you gotta start off somewhere.
But as you can tell, I'm not doing that anymore. But still, I was really preoccupied with trying to figure it out, and we were seeing each other a lot less often. We were also fighting together. So eventually it got to the point where I was like, okay, let's take a break. So we broke up. Some time passes, maybe like a month or so, and then Quinn's mom puts everyone in the house in a group chat to figure out dinner. So I'm responding, and then it occurred to me, that's Bianca's number. Even by then I looked at her number because I didn't see the point. Because again, I'm a good guy. So Quinn said something like, hey, let's go eat tacos. But then Bianca was like, oh, I'm going out with friends tonight. I'll probably just eat with them. So then I replied, just as a joke, oh, what? Are you too good for tacos now? And then she said something slick in return. Some like, oh, what? Are you gonna miss me or something? Huh? What do you mean, am I gonna miss you? I don't even know you. We live in the same house and I don't even know your last name. I wasn't gonna take that line. So I text her separately something slick in return. Something like, oh, please, you ain't Now, was that necessary? No. Did I subconsciously know that I was possibly opening a door that I probably shouldn't?
Yes.
So why did I do it?
Because you wanted to.
Yes.
Because I'm an idiot. So thus begins our back and forth via text. Fast forward to later that day, guess who's home for tacos? So we all eat, and then after I say to both Quinn and Bianca, hey, let's watch something on Netflix. We end up picking The House of Cards, which, all Kevin Spacey allegations aside, great series. Turns out, though, Quinn had already watched it. So after a few nights of watching The House of Cards with us, he stopped coming through. And now, it was just me and Bianca on the couch by ourselves.
Oh no.
Watching Netflix. And at first, it was pretty chill. We were just watching the show, but then one night we were watching The House of Cards and it was unusually chilly. So we decided to share a blanket that was just sitting on the couch. So we're under the blanket, but there was still definitely space between us. Like a good 2 feet of couch, completely uncharted territory. So we are watching Netflix, and then she slowly starts to take over the blanket, not even trying to get me to come close to her or anything.
Just taking the warmth.
Just being a woman. Yeah, I said it. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Women are blanket hoarders. I don't know what it is or why y'all are like this.
Tell y'all after
but every girl that I have ever shared a bed with at some point always tries to claim territory over the entirety of the bed. Like it starts off 50-50, which at that point, I'm already going above and beyond if you ask me. Why? Because I'm bigger by like a lot. I'm 215 pounds.
And what does that mean?
6'5". So
Damn.
technically, I should already have rights to at least 65% of the bed and blankets. But even though I'm damn near 100 pounds heavier and
it should be 50-50.
technically we're the same amount of people, so she gets half. Fine.
Right.
But no, women never satisfied. By the end of the night, somehow she has claimed 80% of the bed and 90% of the blanket, leaving me just barely hanging on to the edge of the bed,
That's
half
you.
covered by the blanket, which I don't know if there is a sensation more maddening than being halfway covered by a blanket,
Yes,
right?
it's
Either
so
no blanket
bad.
or all the blanket.
Right.
Halfway
If you're
shit,
halfway,
no.
it's just
So
terrible.
I started taking back some of the blanket because I'm like, what the? I'm Jamaican. You're white. Your people come from the cold. I need this more than you. But of course, her inner woman won't allow her to release ownership of any of the blanket that she's already claimed as her property. So of course, my only other option was to get closer. Eventually, we were real close. Like her big thigh was firmly pressed against my thigh. And as a black guy, that's my ultimate weakness. Thick thighs. It's like
Fried chicken.
kryptonite. Even the
You said what?
strongest men cannot resist for long. So it didn't take much time after that for me to turn to her and be like,
What's good?
"What's up?"
Yeah, there you go.
And then she was like,
Ew, no.
"What's up?"
Oh.
And then at that point, I realized I'm not a good guy. We get closer and closer.
And our brother walks in.
Oh,
lean
maybe.
in, and then
Oh, okay.
sauce is forever.
Okay.
First of all, with the blanket thing, it's backwards for this house, okay? Because Dwayne takes all of the covers, okay? And he'll be dead asleep. And he has a side of him that I call Sleepy Dwayne, okay? If I talk to Sleepy Dwayne is mean, okay? And you know it. And he wakes up not knowing what Sleepy Dwayne said. I'll be mad the whole night. I'll be mad the whole night up until like when I have to wake up in the next morning. And then Dwayne wakes up all night. Oh, hey, baby. I'll be like all mad at him. He'd be like, what's wrong with you? I'll be like, you know what you said last night. He'd be like, I don't. But it's because of the covers. He will take all the covers. Every time he turns and the covers move with him. And so they come underneath him. So that means that I can't pull them. So I'm fighting with him for like at least 15 minutes every night. Trying to get the covers back.
It's most of the time.
It's because of what?
Most of the time, Jasmine's still in either my warmth or my cold.
First of all.
No. I let you
feel
speak.
his warmth.
I let you speak. I let you
Okay.
speak. My turn to speak.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Alright, so it's either
Go ahead.
her stealing my warmth or cold. So it's either one of the two. Either I'm warm and she's cold, or she's cold.
Our
I'm warm.
body temperatures are always opposite. So if my body is like cold, his will be warm. If his is cold, mine will be warm.
Thanks for just saying what I just said, but
No, because they don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe some people might not know.
What you mean? Okay. Anyway.
Okay, so.
Anyway, so different body temperatures. So she's most of the time she's over here clinging to me. Oh, you're so warm. And so she stays on me, and we have the covers mostly on me. I'm a big guy. I'm like 230. I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Not that big.
I am 225, 230. Okay, so I'm like cool hunted over her. So we here, and we're all. It's like a cocoon. Okay.
Okay.
Then all of a sudden, sometimes she'll slob, slob, do
shut up.
all this. And the cover's over there, and then the sleepy me, I do admit to the sleepy Wayne.
Okay.
Cause I woke up one day, she was mad as hell. I don't know what was going on. I was like, you alright? She was like, no, you told me to shut up. And
Right,
I was like,
because Sleepy Dwayne does, because I'll be like, can I have something to come? He's like, shut up, leave me alone. I'll be like, oh, okay. And I'll be like pondering on that the whole night.
I'm like, so you really just sat there and be mad the whole time?
And yes, I will legit be mad for like 9 hours until you wake up. And then when you wake up,
wake up.
when you wake up, I'm in a whole nother room.
Look, guys, I'll be sleep like this. I wake up, hey, babe, she. I'm like, oh, what did I do? You know what you did. I'm like, no, I know. You know what you did.
I never did
you
that.
You told me. Shut the up. I'm like, I don't remember that day. I'm sorry.
Okay. And then he'll be like, look, I don't remember. Like he'll have to like apologize like 5 times for me to be like, okay. I was like, cause I was mad that whole 6 hours.
But anyway, but that's the whole sleeping thing. That's that. Nowadays, we've gotten better. We've gotten better with the cover sharing portion of our life.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, please comment below. Tell us what you think.
Don't forget to like and
It's just
share.
more.